Hi, Glow fam. I'm Rich Davis, and this is your intro to foam rolling. So go ahead and grab your foam roller, and let's just go ahead and get right into this. So how we're going to work with this today is we're going to start from the bottom up. So right from our calves, and then we'll work our way up to our traps and our shoulder. So go ahead and bring the foam roller right under your calves, okay? And all we're going to do is just go ahead and bring your left ankle right over the right. Okay. And from here, you're just going to rock forward and back. So the key with this is you're not going to go, you really want to go within like 1 inch to 2 inches with your foam roller. Okay. So you don't want to go all the way up, all the way down because it's going to simulate blood flow, but it's not going to really um, loosen up the fascia. So that's kind of the premise of foam rolling. It should really unwind the tissue around the muscle so you can, the muscle can further recover and be better for your next workout. Okay, so keep rolling here. Okay, and then when you place it on your calf, just make sure it's right on the meaty part of your calf. We never want to go too low, so you never want to have it at your Achilles tendon, that big thick band, right? So never there, just right up, like right at the meatier part of your calf. Okay, and then once you got that, I want you to go ahead and lift your hips up just a little bit, and that's going to apply more pressure to it. Yeah, and you're going to go ahead and draw a circle with your toe, okay? So drawing it clockwise first, okay? And make sure that, and then you can drop the hips if you need to if you're fatiguing out, all right? And just make sure that circle is nice and big and smooth, okay? So no jagged circles on this. Here we go. And once you're ready, counterclockwise. Good. There we go, nice. 4, 3, 2, one. Good. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing for the other leg. So once again, you're going to place the foam roller about midway on the shin, okay, beneath the shin, okay. And once again, never too low because you never want to roll out your Achilles tendon. That's a tendon that you want to keep tight. All right. All right. Here it is. So go ahead and start rolling forward and back about 1 to 2 inches. Okay. And if you need extra pressure, you can lift the hips up and move the body forward and back. If not, just on the floor. Nice. It should feel pretty good. All right. So, and I always like to tell people when you're foam rolling, think of it as a scavenger hunt. You're trying to search for those tender areas, and that's what we want. Okay. So, you want to hit a tender spot, hold it there. Okay. And let the pressure kind of go away, and then meet it out by going forward and back. Okay. There we go. We got 4, 3, 2, holding it there. And we're going to go ahead and make a big circle, one direction. There we go, nice and smooth. And not too fast either, right? So slower the better. Points, going back, points, going it back. There we go. And we got 4, 3, 2, opposite direction. And then same thing with stretching as well. Just make sure you're not holding the breath, okay? Because when you hold the breath, it's going to make the muscles tighter. And we want to do the opposite. We want to have everything relaxed, okay, limber. Yes. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right. So from there, we're going to go ahead. We're going to work our way to the hamstring. So same deal here. Bring it to the middle part of the hamstring. And if you have a longer foam roller, I like to put the edge of the foam roller under the hamstring so that way you can really apply more tension that way. So one foot's going to be bent, the active one, it's going to be straight. And you're just going to roll forward and back. Same thing, 2 inches. Good. Okay, and just trying to keep the leg as straight as you can. Okay. And you may have to move your body to the side. You may have to twist to the right because with the hamstrings, we have a lot of muscles under there. Okay, they're on the sides of the legs, center, inner thigh. Okay, so find what works and what's the most tender, depending on how much time you have. So I'm gonna usually the inner part of my hamstring is really tender, so I'm gonna stay here and just keep rolling it there. Good. And we got 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding it here. Now from here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna roll it side to side. So we call this cross fibering. So you're going in the opposite direction of the way the muscle fibers lay. Okay, so from here, side to side, and this is a nice way to break up a lot of scar tissue in the hamstrings or the muscle fibers themselves. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And we'll get the other side. Same deal. So, and when you're foam rolling, kind of like we're doing today, I like to go, in one direction from bottom to top or top to bottom, just to make sure you hit everything in a balanced way. Okay. But clearly, if you have something that's kind of nagging you, maybe hit that first, but maybe go if say like your glutes are really tight, maybe go from the glutes up and then go from the toes up to the glutes type of thing. Okay, so we're gonna go forward and back, finding a spot that is tender on those hammies. Okay, good. And we're gonna go for about 20 more seconds here. Good. All right, and for 4, 3, 2, 1, going for that cross fibering. Okay, so these techniques we're going to use as well in other parts of the body. It applies all over. There you go, side to side. 10 seconds. There we got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful job. All right, so from here, we're going to go ahead and start with the glutes. Okay, so with the glutes, what you're going to do, you're going to go ahead and sit on top of the roller. All right. Now, this is a really important part. We'll start with the right leg. So you're gonna sit into a figure 4. So crossing the ankle over the right ankle over the left knee, leaning back. Okay. So with this one, I see this mistake all the time. So since this hip, the right hip, is bent open, that's the hip that we're gonna be rolling. So you're not gonna be rolling the other side because that's not opened up. Okay. So your right hip is opened up in this position, leaning over to the right, you'll automatically feel a landmine of different spots to hit along your glutes. Okay, so sometimes more towards the top, it's better, maybe towards the bottom, find a spot, and then from there, you're just gonna wiggle side to side. Okay, so find a spot, wiggle it out. Once the tension starts to dissipate, maybe find another spot and start wiggling it out. Okay, so we'll get this for about 30 seconds. Good. Here. Nice. So it's kind of fun, and you can kind of apply pressure. And that's the good thing with foam rolling is you apply the pressure to as much as you need and as much as you can handle. Right? We got about 15 more seconds. So try to get the lower part of the glute, middle, and then the upper. Okay. So we've got 3 parts here. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now, if you can find a spot, if you have the mobility, I want you to think about this knee, or maybe use your hand to pull the knee in, push it out, pull it in and out. Okay, so just really doing some active release here while your foam roller and glute is on a what they call a trigger point. Okay, and just really loosening it up. Up, Y for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, so we're gonna get the same thing other side. So left ankle is gonna go over the right knee. Go. Okay. And then just go ahead and start exploring. There we go. Finding some spots. Yes. Okay, good. And we got this going. 13. Woo. All right. So you remember you got your lower, middle, and high glutes. Here it is. You go ahead and wiggle side to side. That's it. That's it. Good. We got 6, 5, 4, 3. Wiggle side to side for 2, 1. Good. Awesome. All right. And then from there, we're going to go ahead, going right into the middle back. Okay, so this is one of my favorite ones. So you're gonna go ahead and just lie on the foam roller. Make sure it's on the middle part of the back, not the lower. Give yourself a big hug. Okay, so hands hugging through, grabbing the back of the shoulders. And you're just gonna lean back and then lean it forward. Okay, so this really opens up the spine, especially that thoracic spine. And as you're leaning over, you may not have that mobility to go further back, but just make sure the hips aren't coming up. Okay, so hips are staying planted on the ground, rolling over the foam roller, and then right back in. Whew. Exhale. Exhale back. Inhale in. Good. Let's do two more. Two. Boom. Last one. Okay. And then from there, just going to go side to side. Good. And for this one, what I like to do is like kind of walk myself up the roller side to side and going down. Okay, so for this one, go ahead and lift the hips up a little bit and down. And then now keep your body stable. And you're just going to go up and down about 2 to 3 inches on this one, okay? And it should feel good as you're massaging out the muscles along the spine that tend to get tight. There we go. We got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Now from here, another variation that we can do is you're going to have the foam roller parallel to your spine. Okay. Go ahead and bring the edge of the roller on the lower back. And you're going to go ahead and just sit on the roller. So your back is going to be on the roller here. Nice. Okay. And you can have the hands behind the head. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have the elbows open up. Chest going to open up. And then go ahead and bring the hands wide. Okay. Hands back on the head. Elbows are still wide. And then you're going to bring the elbows in. Okay. So elbows wide. Hands wide. Hands in, elbows in. Okay, so this is a nice little mobility drill using the foam roller just to really open up the chest. Okay, so while you're opening up the chest, you're getting a little massage in the spine here. Okay, let's do about 10 more seconds. We just want to hold the hands out wide. Maybe head goes back a little bit. Go right ahead. Just explore. There's no right or wrong way. Well, there's many ways to do this, but do what feels good to you, okay? And go ahead and bring everything up. Slowly bring yourself off the roller. Nice, all right? Now from here, so we got calves, hammies. We haven't gotten the quads yet. We'll get that in a second. Glutes. Let's go ahead and get the quads, all right? So flipping it over. Same deal. You're gonna go to the edge of the roller. So I'm gonna put the roller under the left thigh. So what I like to do with this is start a little bit above the knee, okay? And then go ahead and bring it to your elbows. That other leg is gonna bend and go out wide, and that'll help you stabilize yourself as an anchor point to roll, okay? So same thing, you're gonna roll through this, about 1 to 2 inches for the quad. So stay in that lower section and give yourself about 10 rolls. Good for 4, 3, 2, roll back to the middle. Ooh. Okay, the medial part, you have to add a little more pressure here. There we go. 3, 2, 1, and then the upper part, so closer to the hip bone. Okay, you may have to lean to the left a little bit more just to get the upper quad and what they call the TFL. Good, and let's go ahead and bring it back to the middle part, okay? So that's the medial part of the quad. And from here, I want you to find a tender spot, so take a second to find that. Apply pressure, and you're gonna go ahead and bend the knee, push into that, and extend through, okay? So bend, and go back out wide. Okay, so what we're doing is really breaking up any adhesions, any knots that we have. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's do about 3 more knee bends for 2. Good, and 1. Nice. All right. And then another fun way to get the quads is the inner thighs. So if you're getting the left leg, you're gonna bring the inner thigh on the roller like so, other leg straight, okay? So notice how the foam roller is going to be perpendicular to your femur, okay? And then you're going to lie down, and then from here, just rolling side to side, okay? About 1 inch, forward and back. There we go. Nice. So same deal, finding that knot, and then you're going to kick out straight on this one, and then bending it back. So kick out wide, pull it in, kick wide, then center. Good. Okay, so take your time on this. We may not be able to go fully out. That's totally fine. Do what works for your body in this moment. We got 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right, and let's go ahead and get right to the other side. Okay, so starting a little bit above the knee. Okay, so we're getting that right leg and left knee bent and out to the side. Good. Here we go. So we're breathing through it, just a gentle roll, about 1 to 2 inches up and down. Here we go. And then go ahead and bring it to the middle of the quad. Nice. Okay, almost there. And then the upper part of the quad slash TFL. For this part, you may have to lean to the right a little bit. There it is. And we got 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right. And then same thing, we're going to get that inner thigh, so make sure the roll is perpendicular to the femur, right? And rolling it side to side. Find your spot. And then kick out long, pulling it in. Kick out long, pull in. Good. We got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right. So moving ourselves up, we're going to get the lats. So that's these muscles here along the side of the ribs. Okay, so those tend to get really tight and cause a lot of internal rotation. So what you want to do is lean on the side. Start right at the armpit. Okay, so find that nook. And then just make sure you lean back and find the meatier part there. Okay, so from here, you're going to lift the arm up and maybe try to roll yourself up and down. It's not going to be a lot. It's going to be tender. If you want to have the hand on the head, go right ahead. Good. And you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arm's going to reach forward. Arm reaches back. Woo! Okay. So this is a great way to actively release those lats. Oh, yes. Exhale, big reach. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right. So once again, let's practice again for the other side. Leaning on your side. Okay. Arm is going to be out long. You're going to place it in that armpit. Okay. And then you're going to lean back and maybe roll up a little bit. And you're going to find it's going to be really tender. So find a spot that's manageable for you. Okay. And then once you got it, just going up and down. Okay. And just one section is fine. And just make sure you're not leaning too far forward because we don't want to roll those ribs. We want to make sure we're actually getting the actual muscle tissue of the lats. Okay, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arm reaches up. Okay, reaching forward and overhead. So big exhale as you reach overhead. Whew, back in. Ha. Here we go. Ooh. Reach through. Let's do 3 more. We got 3, 2, last 1, 1. Beautiful. Okay, last little bit. A nice little stretch I like to do with the foam roller. You're gonna have your wrists, your forearms on the roller, a nice little child's pose. Have your head go through your arms and just hold that there. So that's a really nice stretch of the lats and opening up the upper back. Okay, you can roll forward and back here. So you get a little opening of the spine and a little foam roll of your forearms. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, roll yourself back up. And that, my friends, is all your major body parts from top to bottom for your intro to foam rolling. So thank you so much for joining me. My name is Rich Davis, and I'll catch you guys in the next class.